What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I have got another one of those rear kitchen laundry room RVs. This is the 2026 Sprinter 3840 LRK, and that stands for laundry room rear kitchen. But I mean, what do you guys think about the new exterior? Keystone is doing some really interesting things with the exteriors this year. But what's nice about this model is this is going to be one of their 30th anniversary models. It's also going to be a wide body constructed unit, so you'll really be able to feel those extra inches inside. Oh no, it's whatever. So yeah, it's a little bit wider, and you know, as we're playing Encore, who doesn't want a couple extra inches? You know, it's a more roomy approach for it. You get to walk around a little bit more freely. I was trying to see if there's a weight sticker over here, which unfortunately there is not. But drop some comments and let me know what you think, because people have been really digging these laundry room units, and I put together a playlist as well. So if you want to see this one and maybe a couple of others, you can kind of explore to see which one fits you best, because you know, each one's got a little bit of a different quality for you. Now, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV. But again, it's the 2026 Sprinter 3840 LRK wide body. And this is what I'm talking about for that laundry room. It's also a half bath. I like how it's got a sink in there too, but a really nice functional space. We'll get to that here in just a second, because when you turn around, it's got a really nice size kitchen in the back. However, the living room is a little bit shorter as a result. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. Now, with the dual opposing slides, you do get a lot of moving and grooving room. They're also going to be flush mount slides as well. So you'll get a little bit of extra head height in a mid-profile RV. You know, the slides are usually a little bit lower to keep down on weight and to keep down on cost. So you're probably looking at about 6'2", 6'3" would be my best guess. Each and every window does open up, and I like the fact that they are working with the brown decor. A lot of brands can't really pull it off, but I think they're rocking it pretty darn well. But in my opinion, doesn't really matter. It's really kind of what you guys think. So I'd love to see your feedback there. You have a countertop with the outlets as well. So if you want to maybe fire up, you know, your phone and get that thing charged, or laptop, or whatever you might be doing, you're ready to rock. But they are using a really nice size TV too, which is nice, and you can see those blade lighting kind of reflecting off the TV as well. Mirrored reflective finish there for the fireplace, so you can see the old Piggly Wigglies down there, you know, shining up like justice. It also, once you kick on the fire, it kind of goes away with the mirror, and now you can kind of see the fireplace, but when it's not, it's aesthetically pleasing. Now, the only downside to this floor plan is there's no direct access to see the TV head on outside of these chairs. But with that being said, this does pull out and go on a swivel completely, you know, like that, if you would like. So there is kind of the workaround. But I'll tell you, this rear kitchen setup first started with a Sandpiper, the 3800 RK, and it did really, really well in terms of sales. It was their #1 seller. So people do love this floor plan. You have the accent lighting there up underneath with kind of the bar style seating, which I like. You're also going to get a ton of countertop space. I mean, this is much wider than your average RV right here. It's also going to be that hard wrap plastic. So babe, if you're watching, I love you, but you see the fact that it has no openings right there, so nothing can kind of seep in for you. But the window coverage is great. I mean, look at that one right there. Got a couple more windows over here, and then you have much larger windows over there. So really good window coverage for some natural light if you're someone that likes some happiness and some extra warmth from the sun. And if not, they do have the ability to block out the sun. So it's not the full-on Dracula shades, but you can still stop the skin from sizzling and keep those nosy eyes out. But they're pretty stable feeling too. But again, they all open up for a good breeze for you. A little bit more plush, a little bit more comfortable recliners seating over here. They are going to be the manual, so the pull tabs are going to be here and there, and they lay back nice and flat where the head's just on a little bit of a, you know, up and down pitch for you. You also get things like wireless charging and a place for your remotes, or possibly a book or two, along with your cup holders for those cold cans of apple juice if you're getting a little funky down at the campground. Now, right here, you're going to get yourself a desk. So this is going to be a perfect situation if you want to sit down, have a coffee. Again, maybe you're reading something, or you're doing a little bit of RV video editing. It'd be great to have, you know, a good little view, hopefully a little bit better than a warehouse and about 4 other RVs in sight. But you got some good potential there for sure. You also have, you know, the drawers that open up for you too. So you're going to get 4 of those with the power tower. So you're going to have 2 outlets, USB and a universal C, and then you can also click it and just get it right up and out of the way. And you see the refrigerator in this slide as well. But now we're going to go back into the kitchen, and I think that is just it's a really cool shot. I think it looks, you know, really, really nice. You also, again, see that blade lighting. There's also going to be 3 ACs on this model. So one right here, one there, one up in the bedroom. I believe 2 come standard. So you'll want to talk to your salesperson about that, you know, wherever you might be, you know, purchasing the thing. Another power tower over here, again, the same as the other one where you can click and drop it. So I like how they found a way to get a bunch of outlets, and you can kind of get rid of them when you're not using them, so it doesn't turn into, you know, kind of like that, where it's just always kind of going to be exposed. It's nice to be able to hide it, I think, at least. 18 cubic foot refrigerator, I do believe. It's also going to be a 12 volt refrigerator. So freezer on the left, refrigerator on the right. Keep everything nice, high and tight, and not, you know, not molding on you, I guess. I don't know what else to say about that. It's a refrigerator. We all got them. We know what you're talking about. But it's nice about that because it'll run off of solar with your battery and all that good stuff. A little bit more versatile for you. Look at that. Pretty darn good storage here, too. And then in the back, I mean, there is just a ton of storage. I mean, up on top, you got a ton of good cabinet coverage. And down below, you can see, I mean, pull-out drawer galore. I'm going to open up a couple of them. But you got 3 of these over here. You got some dimmers right there, which is for the ceiling. So maybe you're setting the mood right with honey buns out in the living room and you just want to dim it down a little bit. You're ready to rock. You also have the control for the heat and AC right there. And that glass, too, has that... it's kind of cool that it's going to be textured there. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. And then here up underneath, you got room where you can put a fairly large trash can too, if you would like. Right next to the oven. Come on, camera. Go over there. Come on. What is going on? It's like staying in one spot. There we go. Just to the left of the oven, you have storage. 3 top burner to whip up all the fixings. An oven big enough for, you know, maybe like a chicken. And then, of course, more storage and more storage there. And that goes all the way back into the corner. Now to the left, you're going to see there's going to be 2 openings there for your storage, and it's going to be about a little bit bigger than that right there. Look at that. You got a microwave with potato and beverage mode, baby. Heat yourself up a good old Dr. Pepper. I went to the Dr. Pepper Museum not that long ago, and apparently a lot of people heat up their Dr. Peppers back in the day, possibly even still. So if you're someone that heats up their Dr. Pepper, don't tell me, because I think that's crazy as can be. But I don't judge you. I like you all the same. I appreciate you being here. Fuse box tucked away and hidden away, which is nice, and it'll glow up nice and red for you. Like if the lights for the fuse box over in the slide burn out on you, you can, you know, obviously see which one it is and switch it out. So that's pretty nice to have. Now this is going to be that laundry room, and it's pretty darn cool because in this kind of design, this is either going to be a mid-bunk or a mid-office, or in this case, you know, a laundry room, but that could also be easily converted into an office. You know, pull up a chair and, you know, you're getting some work done. I also like how they switched up the countertops here. They also added in a sink, and again, we're doubling up today, baby. Hitting those laundry from all options, or from all angles. You got a mirror to show off the old bowling gun, baby. And then you also have the Steamer Stink Sucker 3000 right there on the roof. Open-ended storage for maybe like your, you know, your dryer sheets and all that kind of good stuff. Some detergents, easy to grab stuff, you know, easy to grab stuff right there. It's also a porcelain foot flush thrown toilet, and you don't even have to sit down to know that there's good space there. Washer and dryer prep, obviously, you know, you can put a fully, you know, kind of more residential size. And then your Suburban on-demand hot water heater with the Max Air fan. So that's going to be for the fan that I just showed right up here. Now your door is going to be located right here. You kind of have the hallway heading up into a gigantic bathroom closet combination, which I think people are really going to enjoy. You have the floating steps here, grab handles built into the frame that's leading you into the control box too. So all your slide out controls, lighting controls, awnings, and then again in the living room you have your dimmers there too, located right here. All your different tank levels, so you can see what's going on with those. And then coming into here, looks like you got a king-size bed, so that's going to be nice for king-size people. You also have windows on either side, outlets on either side, and then USB and Universal C on either side. And again, another set of dimmers. So each room has a dimmer, and that's that third AC. I believe that middle one is the optional one. TV bracket, along with the appropriate plugins, and then plenty of places, a little bit bigger drawers than most brands too, for your dresser situation. So a lot of you guys will like that. If you're going to be using this a little bit more than other people, you get a little bit more space for all your clothes, including that closet. Emergency exit here. Again, pull, push, and plop, baby. And now we're back into the bedroom, and I love the backlit for the mirror. One, again, it's another place to show another mirror, another gun, but also you have the dual vanities, and I just think it looks really sharp. You can just simply just turn off that and leave the, heck, I don't know, it just looks really good. I think it's cool. Access to your plumbing, a little bit of room for storage there up underneath, and then you have your two pull-out drawers. Now flip it around. You have your shower. It's going to be a two-piece shower down here, but man, I mean, plenty of room. Looks like you could fit in there pretty darn good. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. You got about 6'5", 6'6" right into here. You got room shoulder to shoulder to turn either way, and then you got the Ace Ventura kind of opening for that. These doors obviously are hiding the gigantic closet. And man, a lot of mirrors in this one. But on either side, I mean, you got 3 more pull-out drawers, similar to the size in the bedroom, so I don't have to open up those for you. But you also have outlets, so if you need to get like ready or something, my wife could put like a hairdryer in and whatnot. And then you obviously have some room for your hanging clothes, and maybe a couple little knickknacks can fit there. But pretty darn cool. It's also going to be inverter outlet prepped too, so you're ready to go on that. But all right, guys, drop a comment and let me know what you think. Now I'm going to head around the outside and show you where everything's located. Probably wrap this thing up in about 4 minutes or so would be my best guess. But I think that's a pretty good looking little view right there. That might have thumbnail potential. So it's the 2026 Keystone Sprinter 3840 LRK. Again, laundry room, rear kitchen. And like I said, it is going to be on a wide body, so you are going to get a little bit of a wider. I'm trying to figure out how to say that without laughing. You're going to have a little bit of a wider camper, so from wall to wall, it's going to be 102 inches there on the exterior. Molded fiberglass front cap here in the front, and I like how it's just the whites and the grays. I think it stands out while blending in at the same time. You're not showing off, but you're looking really good doing it. You're a classy person walking around in the Sprinter, I can tell you that. Attached to a truck, just look like class. You also have that kind of mirrored reflective sticker right there, so you can see a little bit easier when you're backing in. Then you got the road armor, so that right there will kind of pivot with you when you are moving around. Electric auto leveling, and then you're going to have room where you can put like a generator or your batteries and stuff like that with a spare tire right there for the storage. Now I believe this is going to be propane. Sure is. There's going to be another one on the other side. Let me open up this for you. Notice how right here it just latches in, so that's going to be one of my preferred ones outside of magnets. Pass-through storage isn't super tall, but it doesn't have a drop frame, so again, it's not going to accumulate that cost or that weight that comes with it. But you also see that aluminum frame construction, and see that you also are buttoned up for any type of like little critters or anything. It's also got under paneling that's going to be a little bit more separated too, which is nice. LP Quick Connect, and it has brass fittings too, which is really nice. Your exterior speakers, and then you get 2 awnings, both of which have the LED light. So if you're not familiar with this, this is a fiberglass sided camper. It's also going to be an aluminum frame sided camper. So it's going to be like 16 on center with beads around the windows there. These are the flip up steps that flip up into your doorway. You also have a 25-mile-per-hour wind resistant door with a with a screen right there. The awnings that they're using are part of the Solera 3000 series. So it will work off of your battery. So if you lose power, you don't have to worry there. So that with solar up top and things like that, you'll be well hooked up for the long haul. Pretty cool. Dual axle, as you can see as well. And then back here you have your 2-inch receiver, a 4-way flat, 300-pound hitch rating, and then your preps for the Lippert on-the-go ladder system. So you can pick up one of those. I think they're like $400. to get on top of your roof. You know, check your seals, check your slides, make sure everything is on the up and up. And then you also have your backup camera and then your 50 amp plug-in. However, when you plug this in, if it's not glowing green, that means the power is no good, and you know, do something else. It's not a surge protector, so it's not replacing that. But before you juice up the camper, make sure the power is good, because that'll turn on before the rest of the camper, you know, unless you already have it, you know, set up ready to go. I think that's a cool little safety feature, you know, that they have. And Keystone's the only one doing that, from at least from what I know. Gray tank dump right here. And then both the awnings over on this side, you can put on a slide topper if you would like. It's a piece of awning. It's really good for preventing debris from falling on top of your unit, so that way you can kind of, you know, set it and forget about it. You don't have to worry about, you know, stuff coming down on top of your slide, you know, quite as much. Your black tank located right there. And then the Suburban on-demand tankless hot water heater. Basically, it's a little bit quicker heat for you that lasts quite a bit of time. I think off a 20-gallon tank can run up to 10 hours, which, you know, no one's doing that, but just so you know. Hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, all your different bypass valves, and you know, antifreeze type stuff if you're doing some winterization. Of course, you have your low point drain connection, city water connection, and your black tank flush if you are you know, cleaning out the old poop tank. Pretty cool. You got a lot of storage right there. And then another 20-pound propane tank, and this is going to be the control for the electric leveling. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2026 Keystone Sprinter 3840 LRK. See ya.